Guys, we're back with the Screen Team. I'm Chris, being joined by Guy, and we're getting ready to talk Batman. And we know Batman, we know what he's all about, but in this particular film that we're going to review for you today, Batman has got a new occupation. Batman is a ninja. Is that right, Guy?
Yes and no.
Well, yeah, he's a ninja in this, right? This is Batman Ninja.
He's always a ninja, but okay. The story of this is really interesting. It's an anime in the Batman mythos.
Can I ask you a question before you go further?
Absolutely.
Is this a Warner Brothers production, or is this produced by one of the anime companies?
It's Warner Brothers Animation Japan.
Oh, okay. Very good. Go ahead.
So, yes.
A little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The story basically takes place in Gotham City, modern day. Gorilla Grodd is trying to rob some precious material in a museum. Batman is there to stop him, and in the course of he's there with pretty much the entire Bat family.
Okay.
Robin, Nightwing,
Batgirl?
Red Robin. No, Batgirl's not in there.
Okay.
But Catwoman's there, and several of his villains.
Okay.
In the course of it, what happens is his machine, which is a time machine, explodes and sends them all back to feudal Japan.
Really? Okay.
When Batman arrives, because he got sucked in like 30 seconds later, it's 2 years after everybody else landed.
Oh, wow.
So the 9 realms of feudal Japan are each controlled by one of his arch villains.
Okay.
Penguin, Two-Face, Joker, Gorilla Grodd, and Batman has to figure out A, where he is, B, what he's doing.
He's got a lot of questions.
C, what in the world's going on.
Yeah.
But after he gets his bearings, it's how do we stop this from happening, because it looks like there's a paradigm shift where all of the feudal houses are going to be taken over by the Joker. And apparently, once they arrived, they continued to fight against the villains. The Bat family did, the various Robins. And they formed a ninja clan that already worshipped the Bat as a sigil.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're all wearing like Batman masks. They're now taking it literally. They kind of have formed this Bat clan. So when Batman finally decides to more or less embrace the time period he's in to be able to battle them on their terms, he is dressed as a samurai. And then the tail end of it, he shows his form as the actual ninja leader of the clan. That's where he becomes Batman Ninja. But I'm trying to avoid spoilers in this as much as possible.
Okay. Well, you've given us a good.
I give a lot of spoilers in my reviews. I'm trying to avoid it on this one because this is one of those you really should go and see. Absolutely, I'm recommending it.
So you
right
liked
now.
it? You liked it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of DC animation.
Mm-hmm.
I say what you will about the films. Their TV shows are hit and miss, but their animation has always been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Always. And this was their animation taken to a new level and a different outlook. And I thought it was superbly done. The voice acting was fantastic.
Was it any familiar people that like had done Batman before?
I'm trying to think. There's a couple big names, but they're escaping me right now directly as to who.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you a fan of when the Batman stories kind of go in a different direction. There was Gotham by Gaslight. There's this one.
I love Gotham by Gaslight.
Do you like it when the character that you know is put in a different time setting or a different place? Do you like those kind of stories?
That happens in the comics all the time. There was a point in the comics where Batman was basically Blackbeard the pirate.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, he was a pirate, and then the Joker basically looked like he was from the Renaissance. He had the big poofy wig, only it was all green.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a pirate Batman. There's been several in the comics. Elseworld stories are all over the DC universe. So anytime they do something different, it's always an Elseworld story. That's why they created the multiverse in the first place. Was there's an infinite number of Earths with an infinite number of Gotham cities with an infinite number of Batmans who can do an infinite number of things.
Sure. So by doing that, creativity is wide open.
Yes.
Yeah.
You always want to keep the spirit true to who we know as Batman.
Yeah.
But as far as taking the story in a realm that you wouldn't expect, yeah, absolutely. I'm always for looking at the same dynamic through a different lens. One of my favorites is a Elseworld story called Flashpoint, in which the Flash reversed time to try to stop his mother from being killed. They even delved in this a little bit in the TV series, but they didn't do the Batman storyline. But the Elseworlds story of Batman, Bruce Wayne got killed instead of Thomas and Martha. And as a result, Thomas Wayne became Batman, who murders, and Martha Wayne became the Joker.
That's wild. That is some wild stuff right there, man.
But it happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not unheard of or uncommon to have any of these unique and dynamic stories. And the fact that for years they've had the multiverse and they've created the multiverse, it's one of the reasons why you have so many in comics that can die, come back to life, be reborn, completely reset the storyline for all your characters like they did with the New 52, which was basically they hit the big reset button and everybody in the DC universe went to square zero. And we started fresh with everybody. Brand new origin stories. If you're not familiar with them, it's a retelling of the origin story. If you are familiar with it, it's retelling the origin story with a fresh twist. But it's given us multiple avenues to explore. I'm a huge fan of that.
Okay. With this particular movie, do you know what the rating is? Because sometimes they DC goes rated R with their animated films.
I think this is still PG-13.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I truly believe it's PG-13. I saw nothing objectionable in it.
Okay.
So, I mean, take that for what you will, considering, I watch people getting beheaded and drinking blood on a regular basis, so...
Yeah, you don't get to babysit Luke anytime soon. You'll have him watching Chucky or something, man, or you're going to dress him up as Chucky.
My girlfriend's son loves Chucky.
All right. You know what? I think we're done with this. Would you recommend? Yes.
My granddaughter loves Chucky.
You know what? I think we've gotten off the wrong foot here, Guy. Let's try to close this out in a positive manner. Okay? Can we do that?
There's a new Child's Play movie coming out.
We're done. Goodbye. This is the Screen Team. The movie was called Batman Ninja, produced by Warner Brothers DC Animation. Check it out, and don't check out Child's Play. See you later. Peace.